Hey, it's me again. I don't know what happened. My internet connection went kaput, but now it's back. So I'm just going to keep going from where I left off. So, like I said, I healed from psoriasis by changing the way that I ate because I was eating right for my body type. So, I hope that that's clear because it's a little discombobulating to start the video again. I hope some of you can jump back on. Um, anyway, pillar number 2 to my 3-step success system for vibrant health, healing your body, and feeling fabulous is recognize imbalances and align back to vibrant health. So here's what I mean by this. Everyone goes through unavoidable life challenges and life changes. Everyone is aging. Everyone is moving through the seasons. There is really no way that unforeseen circumstances will not rock your world at one point or another. For example, I had no idea in my late 20s that even though I was holding extra weight and moody and irritable, that I was going to break out in psoriasis all over my body. I did not see that coming. So being able to recognize an imbalance for what it is, an elemental, I want to use the word imbalance again, but something that's really out of whack, that you actually have the power to bring back into balance. That is how you align back to vibrant health, is just recognizing these symptoms and doing what you need to do to answer the call that your body is making. So I want to tell you a story about a woman that I used to work with. Her name's Sandy. And Sandy came to me when she was in her mid-40s, actually around the same age that I am now, because she had always been really fit and athletic and trim. And suddenly she had also gained weight. She was really low energy and she was feeling super dry and she was not interested in having sex with her husband. And she was like, oh my God, what is the matter with me? I have never felt this way. This has never been my thing. What is going on? And, I helped Sandy navigate back to wellness pretty quickly because we were able to look at her symptoms and say, okay, you're really dry. You're really depleted. Being in perimenopause is the driest, hottest time of your life. And that makes sense. So let's really nourish you. Let's give you tons of warm, wet, hydrating, juicy foods, the same kind of foods that we're going to be focusing on in the Rad Cleanse for summer. And she really felt better pretty quick. And, it's a process. It's not something that she gets to then just drop and be like, oh, I did it for a while and now I feel better and I don't need to keep listening to my body. Now she knows how to listen to her body and she knows how to respond, and she doesn't have those issues anymore. And when she, the occasional time that they pop up, she really knows how to take care of herself and get herself back to vibrancy. So the third pillar is the power of cleansing and resetting your system. So, I could call this detoxification. I could call this clearing out the cobwebs. I tend to call it cleansing. But here's what I want to say is, even if you have a really healthy diet and you follow a healthy diet, waste and toxicity, it just accumulates. It accumulates over time, especially if you have a healthy diet, but you also like to drink every now and again, or you have the occasional coffee, or every once in a while you go downtown and meet a friend for hot chocolate and dessert. You can't avoid what we call in Ayurveda ama, accumulating and building, but you can take a time at least once a year. I recommend doing this seasonally, but once a year, twice a year is really good. Pausing and just giving your body a break and really focusing your attention on reducing all of the accumulation that you can of undigested food particles, undigested proteins, anything that could be affecting your gut health, clearing and really rejuvenating your microbiome, your mucosal membranes that are all throughout your entire digestive tract from your mouth to your anus. Seasonal regular cleansing is a game changer, especially when it comes to disease prevention. And I am not making any claims in this video. I'm a Ayurvedic practitioner. I'm not a doctor, and I don't cure anything. However, this is what you want to do if you are worried about disease and if you are trying to reverse any sort of imbalance that has really gotten you pretty far away from your health and vitality. This practice, this pillar of seasonal, yearly, or multiple times a year cleansing has the power to shift you. So, I had still have a client named Kristen who's so wonderful, and Kristen had a lot of skin issues. She has well, not anymore, but she had chronic acne. And you couldn't really tell by looking at her because she's a yoga teacher and really leads a very healthy lifestyle. But acne kept being an issue for her. And she felt like, God, what the heck? I'm in my 20s. I feel like a teenager. And so she started doing her own she started doing the Ayurvedic cleanse programs with me. And I mean, within 7 days, her skin would clear up. Just 7 days of practicing these cleansing principles. Another client of mine, her name's Connie, she loves bread and sugar and wine and cheese, and she just loves to party. She's still pretty healthy by all standards of health, but she, in her mid-30s, she started getting some really terrible abdominal pain, and she started getting scared. And she would come in for body work, and we were, I would feel her stomach, and I was just like, I think you've got yeast. I think you've got candida. I think you've got a lot of bacteria in here that's not going anywhere. So she started doing a cleanse program. And again, within just like a few weeks, she was so transformed. She lost like 15 pounds. She started clearing out that excess waste and toxicity that was in her body. She felt so much more alive. She had better clarity in her mind. Her brain was working better. And her results were really dramatic, but it didn't take that long. So, paying attention to your body and making sure that you care for it. It is your vehicle through this life. It's the one and only vehicle that you've got this time around. And the more often that you're willing to commit to a small period of time to just pay attention to your body and clear it out, ensures that you have the longest and healthiest life that you possibly can. It really is the path to that kind of longevity and vibrancy. So that is why I created the Radiance Ayurveda Detox. It's also called the RAD Cleanse, and that is my step-by-step system to help heal your body and bring you back into balance. I know that you might be thinking, a cleanse. Am I going to be starving? And am I going to be depriving myself? And I want to say really strongly, not a chance, no way, no, 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 you will not. This is not about depriving yourself, and this is not about being on a diet. The RAD cleanse is food-based. You eat such amazing food. Let me give you an idea of a day in the life of the RAD cleanse. So you wake up, maybe you meditate for 5 minutes. You're aware of a lot of different Ayurvedic body care practices that you can do right when you wake up. So you might do 1 or 2 that take you about 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You have a beautiful morning drink that tastes good, that nourishes you. You feel right away in the morning like you've started the day with such good health. Then you eat amazing food. Maybe it took you 10 minutes to prepare because the recipes in the RAD cleanse are all super simple, super purifying, and super easy and delicious. You go about your day, you go to work, you do yoga, whatever you do to exercise and be in your livelihood, then you eat more amazing food. And you have more what I call daily medicinal drinks that you get to use to if you recognize an imbalance at some point in the afternoon, you have all of these resources, just like, oh, I could just have this drink and bring myself back to balance and feel so good. So the way that the RAD cleanse is different from other cleanse programs, because you've probably heard about different cleanses and detoxes, and I think the RAD cleanse is super unique and special because we focus on nourishing your body. It's, there's sort of this formula where you want to detox, but if you're really dry or you're stuck or you're stagnant, unless you soak your body first, nothing is going to really leave, and it's certainly not going to leave in its entirety or to the degree that it really could. So in the RAD cleanse, we spend so much time thinking and talking about hydration, deep, deep nourishment for your body, mind, soul, and heart. And on a physical level, it's kind of like soaking a casserole pan after you've eaten like some delicious macaroni and cheese or something like that. You can't just scrub the pan. You've got to let it soak. So you soak your body in all these nourishing, nurturing Ayurvedic practices. You eat really healthy food. You get a whole kind of how do I want to say it? Like this whole kind of Ayurveda boot camp itself of living Ayurveda for 30 days. And you ease your way into it. We spend the first 7 to 10 days just getting ready and learning and exploring and figuring out what our body type is and making shopping lists and looking at amazing different choices for what recipes and drinks you can have every day. Then we jump into the cleanse, which lasts for 14 days. And it's the kind of program where, I give you a meal plan. It's really structured, but it also gives you a lot of room to play and explore. And if you want to take the cleanse farther and longer, you absolutely can. So, we don't do just juice. We may incorporate some juice in the summer cleanse especially, but it really is a food-based program. And it gives you the opportunity to fine-tune your diet to the unique needs that your body has. So here's the question. Do you want to try and figure out how to have vibrant health and heal your body and feel fabulous on your own? Or do you want the guidance of someone who has lived this medicine for 17 years, had massive, amazing results? I mean, I have amazing energy. I'm not going to go into it, but I have just been a maniac on a mission. And I just went on vacation with my boyfriend and we hiked 20 miles into the backcountry and had the most amazing time. And I've had energy for all of it. And I 100% attribute it to because I know how to live an Ayurvedic lifestyle. So if you want to work with somebody who's helped thousands of other people thrive by using Ayurveda, then the RAD Cleanse is such a great program for you. And because the RAD Cleanse gives you really fast results and is based in this time-tested system of nourishment, i.e. Ayurveda, that increases your energy, transforms your habits, has you feel great in your body without depriving yourself. You get to enjoy food. You get to love feeling good. No matter how you feel, you have the power to change your life. So for those of you on this training, I have a super, super special invitation for you to get access to the RAD Cleanse for $100 off. This is only for those of you who are seriously committed and who are going to take action now. I'm not going to email you about this. I'm not going to remind you about this special offer. This offer to get $100 off a super already low priced program. It's regularly $349. So it's $249 when you use this coupon. It's good through Thursday, June 21st at midnight, which is when the RAD Cleanse begins on Thursday. And it is a self-paced program. You access it through a membership site. So you do get to go at your own pace, but we kick it off on Thursday. So this is only good for the next 2.5 days. So you get $100 off the RAD Cleanse for summer when you sign up by June 21st at midnight Pacific time. The code is 100 capital O, capital F, capital F. It's 100 off. I'm going to type it in the comments here so you can see it. And where you register for this amazing event is taliaskitchen.com/rad-cleanse. And I'm going to put that in the chat box as well. And I'm going to stay here for a few more minutes to answer any questions. So if you have any questions, please type them into the comments and I will answer. And I want to say too, it's okay to share this code with your friends, with your family. But since this is a super special offer, again, only for people who are willing to take committed action, I again won't be reminding you about it in an email. You know, Ayurveda really rewards people who take action on their health, and so do I. So if there aren't any questions, I'm going to say thank you so much for listening. I really hope that I see you in the Rad Cleanse. I plan to lead these every season, but I do not yet have another one on my calendar. So the Summer Rad Cleanse is the one to jump into. And I'm just going to leave you with a few thoughts. Yeah, Charity, I don't know if you've signed up already. I will look into that. But seriously, no matter how you feel, this is what I want to leave you with. No matter how you feel, you have the power to change your life. It is in your hands. Your health is in your hands. And it does not take long to see huge improvements. There are people who turn their health around every day using Ayurvedic medicine. They're living the life that they're meant to live, and they're feeling fantastic while they do it. And that is possible for you as well. So I would love to support you. If you have signed up, you should have gotten a welcome email. We send that to you as soon as you register. So if you have registered and you did not get that email, send a message to me and my team at info@taliaskitchen.com, and we'll make sure that you get really set up. So yeah, if you struggle with compulsive eating, if you struggle with emotional eating, you know, we address all of that kind of all those kinds of things in the Rad Cleanse. It's an amazing, beautiful community. One thing I didn't mention is you also get a bonus when you sign up for the Rad Cleanse, you know, before it begins, we have a great Facebook group, but I'm going to do live coaching in that Facebook group every week. So, so much goodness here. All right, well, I don't see any questions coming in, so thank you so much for listening, and I really hope to see you at the Rad Cleanse or in Ayurveda Every Day with Talia. Thank you so much. Namaste.